boxing. Who wanted the battle? Let's see. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BBO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BBO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show. This is BBO. This how it's finna go. I'ma throw some jabs. Make them think my punch is weaker than I hook his ass. This the ring, not the kitchen, but I'ma cook his ass. Me and him, that's the pro versus the rookie class. All my life I had to fight, but I still love it. Me and BBO got moves that you can't steal from us. And these haters be throwing shots, but I don't feel nothing. I ain't gonna lie, shit, they alright, but we a little rough. We're stepping for the title and facial rival. This ain't no little tussle. Bet I be no bird, being chicken to get your feathers rumble. Footwork, I'm dancing around my opponent like the Cupid shuffle. Good work, bodies hit the flow, they can't move a muscle. The upside is we ain't in the streets, shooting and shooting up. Catch me in the ring, sticking, moving and suited up. I know everybody can eat, but I ain't full enough. Oh, you said it's smoking some beef? I guess I'm pulling up. Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know. Shoot a video, put it on BBO. Let them know. Every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BBO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know. I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show.
For our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man.
The original man is the Asiatic black man. He's the maker. He's the cream of planet Earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Sarit. And there's only one God.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy BBL Boxing. Live and full effect. I got my guy, man, the Puerto Rican Prince, D-Free. And of course, I got the biggest hater, man, our new moderator, man. My man T'Challa, aka Prize Fighter. What's going on, y'all?
Yeah, what's poppin' with y'all?
That's good.
Yeah, first off, I want to start off by sending the prayers out to Adam Giles and his whole family and the Giles family, man. I just want to get that off real quick. You know what I mean?
My God, for sure. Salute
for sure, man.
Justin James.
Yeah, no doubt. And I also want to give a special shout out to the JBT Network, man. Shout out to them.
What happened with that?
No, not Giles. A good friend of mine, his name is Adam Giles. He ended up passing away.
Yeah, Adam Giles.
Yeah, he passed away.
Yeah.
Good brother, man.
Condolences.
Yeah. R.I.P. to that family and prayers out to that whole Giles family, man. And again, shout out to the JBT Network. Shout out. Big shout out.
Definitely shout out.
But man, let's jump right into it, man. Y'all weekend was good, right? Y'all good? Y'all ready to go?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump right into it then. The first one I got is Tank avoiding Sugar Shakur. Teo, I'm sorry. Is he avoiding Teo and Sugar Shakur? Free, go ahead. Let Free start or let Free lead off.
I don't see him avoiding nobody. I see him going after the first person that's closest to retiring. Like he ain't got that many years left. I mean, we don't know if Loman's gonna be fighting next year. We don't know. So Tank, like, hold up, let me get this one out the way because everybody's been saying I've been ducking him. Let me get him out the way, and then I go after everybody else that's on my list. He said he got a list of 7 fighters that he's going to fight, and so Loma is one of them, and he's taking Loma off the list, and he's going to move on after that.
Okay. BBO, is he ducking Teo and Shakur?
I won't say he's ducking Shakur. That would be crazy because Shakur's never fought nobody. I think what you see, maybe I won't say ducking. I just think that he's making a business decision on not fighting Teo. Because Teo probably a beat him. He's fighting a guy who Teo beat almost 4 years ago. So it's kind of laughable when you say, Tank's the best in the world. It's like, what are we talking about here? The guy is refusing to fight one of the best fighters in the world, a former unified champion, 2-time lineal champion. So I don't know. It's just me, just BBO's thoughts on it.
Now let me catch the homie. Shout out to Thomas Hill for pulling up. Let me catch him. Thomas, you got a mic check?
My mic sounds nice. Check
All
one.
right, bet. All right. Now the question I got for you is Tank Davis ducking Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson.
Well, I mean, that's gonna always be the narrative until he hops in the ring, and he will hop in the ring with him. So they're gonna get their turn. It's just systematic. You can't fight everybody in one fell swoop. You can only fight them at one time. So I mean, what's being offered to him right now has been Loma. We talking about Teo saying everybody and their mama ducking. That's a champion, but this nigga chose Claggett over Sam, Mortai, and Lopez, I believe, or somebody else. I don't know. And he over here talking like he the voice of reason. This Mickey Freaky talking about he's federal. What the fudge does that mean?
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, so I think that, hopefully it plays out that we get Loma, and that's a two-time unified. I mean, he'll be a unified champion. Hopefully Shakur gets, I hope it's Shakur getting Baranchik, and that way he can unify, and then they can just go on and put it on the line. And we'll get that fight. And then, if they want to throw in a freaking Zapata, then throw in the Zapata. But if not, it's time to move up and go conquer 140.
Okay.
Thomas Hill. I like how he does that. That's why I had to get back on camera, because Thomas Hill's takes have been out of control. So I had to get back on camera and cam up, because the stuff he just be saying is ridiculous. Tank is fighting an old man who's almost a senior citizen. I mean, we seen Devin Haney take him apart. I don't even know why they keep bringing Loma up. I even heard Tank's coach say Loma's overrated. So I don't understand what we're doing here. It's funny how people who support Tank find ways to pull like theories on why he's good out of their butt, but they won't say the truth. The truth is he won't even say Teo's name. That's the truth. That's just what it is. Why won't he even say the man's name, Thomas?
He don't like giving nobody no clout. He don't really say nobody's name if you pay attention. But let's go back to the Loma statement. I'll break it down one by one. Loma has been perceived by many people as the greatest thing since Muhammad Ali, even greater than Muhammad Ali. Would you say that's so?
I've heard that, but I don't believe
Yeah,
it to be true.
but
I've
would you
heard
say
that.
it's
I've heard
so?
that.
Yeah,
I've
you
heard
heard
that.
it, but
I've
would you
heard that.
say it's an accurate statement?
I would say no. No one can
So
compare to the
they're
greats.
overrating his ability, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so that could be partially what is meant. Like for what he has accomplished and what he's done, it doesn't merit the fact that they give him such a claim and then fast tracked him. Going back to what you said about, what else did you? My bad. What else did you say? Let me get it all.
It's
Tank,
Teofimo Lopez. I mean, it's Tank Davis ducking
no,
Teofimo Lopez and Sugar Shakur Stevenson.
he talking about what BVO said. He
Yeah,
said
what he
Oh,
just said.
he said Tank won't say To's name.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
Right.
Now going with that, man. Like,
Mm-hmm.
again, why say some name when the fight won't get made? You know what I'm saying? He did say his name though. He said that was one of the people he would fight. So he's saying that this stretch that he's going on before he shuts it down, he's
Mm-hmm.
fighting everybody that they said he wouldn't fight. Now, I'm not putting much on his name. I support boxing more so than I support a major fighter. And I
Okay.
think that what we're seeing in Tank is boxing. Like he's trying to make the fights that people say he was running from and they want to see. Like when we say people was ducking, it's only usually applied to a certain few. And Tank happens to be in that select few. However, when we scan the whole area up in the near and around his weight class, name
Mm-hmm.
me the fighter who was giving us the fights we want to see. I know
Teo.
you gonna say Teo because that's your boy. Now you tell me who Leo got on his resume. That's the fights you want to see.
Now,
Uh,
real quickly, shout out to the homie Bruce Gas, Tim Layton. Shout out to Ace. Shout out to the homie Timothy Taylor for pulling up. Y'all smashed the light. Appreciate y'all.
Definitely shout out to Tim
Oh,
Taylor
and
because
D for the win. I see the big homie D
D for the
down there.
win. That's the homie. He need
Shout
to
out,
win. He
shout out
need to
D.
win.
But yeah, go ahead and get back. Go ahead, BBO. It's fine.
Yeah, get back.
B3, man. Salute to
No,
my
no, no.
man B3.
Oh, definitely beat Thrizzle too. But go
Hey,
on and respond.
Yeah,
and
B3, shout out.
the thing about B3, man, I gotta give him credit. He's a Devin Haney cult member. I sit in with his red choir robe on. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I know it's great Kool-Aid, our favorite, but don't drink it. But I'll just say this. Everything Thomas Hill said, it sounds good because what Thomas does, he has a great voice. He sounds real calm. So you would make the mistake to think he knows what he's talking about. At the end of the day, he does not. Ryan is tried to fight everybody. Unfortunately, we seen Ryan fight Tank, then went right in there for Oscar, who's a tough guy, Delorme. Then he went in there and fought a tough guy in Devin Haney. That's big fights. And Tank Davis himself said the only guy who was fighting big fights was Teofimo Lopez. If you don't believe me, please check the tape. Tank said that about Teo. It's a
So
fact
Ryan with
about who
two.
Teo is.
Ryan with two. Now who else?
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Why you keep bigging up Oscar Delorme like he was a big name and he was somebody credible for Ryan Garcia to fight?
He hasn't lost in 5 years. Sir.
Okay, he hasn't lost in 5 years.
Yeah,
but
he ain't never been knocked out.
Wasn't you one of the ones that said Tank Davis brought up little ass Leo Santa Cruz?
I said that.
Yeah.
You said it. He actually went down to Santa Cruz though.
But Oscar Delorme, the fight right before Ryan at 135.
Mm-hmm.
So Ryan brought him up to 140. But you give him credit for Oscar Delorme, but you don't want to give Tank credit for Leo.
You thinking about Javier Fortuna? I'm not talking about Javier
No,
Fortuna.
I'm talking about Oscar.
About Delorme fight before that 35.
He had his last fight was at 35. I know who I'm talking about.
Okay, I want to make sure.
At 35, and then he fought Ryan at 140. But actually, it wasn't even at 140. It was at 143. It wasn't even at
favorite
140.
weight. Ryan weight.
You give him credit for that, but you don't give Tank credit for Leo. When Tank went down to fight Leo, he didn't bring Leo up. Leo had already had a fight at 130. He became the champion, and Tank went down, drained himself down to go take his belt.
I mean, what you're doing free is brilliant. I mean, you're using your Puerto Rican tricks. They're not gonna work on me. That's what you're doing. Question is this. I'm gonna let my moderator go to the next question because this is going on forever. Go ahead, moderator.
All right. Does Devin Haney deserve to be stripped of the WBC title? Does Devin Haney deserve to be stripped of the WBC lightweight championship? 140.
I would say absolutely. He made it clear he's not fighting Sandor Martin, and then with a clear duck like that, because Teo beat him to death. But he doesn't want to see. He wants no parts of Salvador Martin, even though Teo wouldn't have beaten him to death easy. No one has any questions about it. But that just kind of shows you the kind of man Devin is. If it's not easy, Devin doesn't want it. So I understand why he's doing that.
That's crazy. D3.
He deserved to be put in recess. He said he's going to take some time off, and he's going to come back when Ryan comes back and fight Ryan in the rematch. So I mean, if you're going to sit out a whole year, yeah, you deserve to be in recess. That they need to do that more often. They need to stay consistent and do that more often. If you got a champion who's not willing to fight the mandatory or the number one spot for the mandatory, and you're going to sit out or fight somebody who's not deserving of that title, yeah, you need to be put in recess because that guy is the mandatory. You said I'm just going to sit out and not fight him. He already took 2 step asides. He took 2 step asides in order for you to get your shot with Regis Prograis, and then took another step aside for you to fight Ryan Garcia. So that man deserves a shot. If you're not going to fight him, you need to be put in recess.
I agree. Timothy Taylor, I seen that somewhere too, man. R.I.P. to Roy Jones's son too, and the prayers out to Roy and his whole family too, man. That's crazy. That was crazy. But
the fighter Roy Jones, something happened to his son. Oh wow, sorry to hear that, man. What, did he pass away?
It's a little bit deeper than that, but I don't want to go into that. I just want to say R.I.P. to Roy Jones' kids, and his prayers go out to the whole Jones family, man. We can move on.
Yeah.
Thomas,
do
you think Devin deserves to be stripped? I don't like to really call it stripped. That recess is kind of not. It's not stripped.
That's stripped.
I mean,
that's not stripped. That's fine. That's not stripped. That's putting it on hold until you actually are going to defend it. So if it's taken, you still got a chance to go on and defend it in another matchup with that person that's quote unquote like fighting for it. So I guess it'd be Puello versus Martin, right?
Well,
That's what they're trying to.
they denied. Why you giving us this propaganda? They denied Jamel Charlo's fight against Terrence Crawford or the Dream winner. They denied that. So
Well, let me
that's
continue with this
go
propaganda.
ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Yo. The thing is, if he doesn't want to fight Martin because he don't feel like it's giving him the money that he deserves, that's his prerogative. So you got to take the belt and have it up. It's got to be in use. And you're talking about you want to take a year off. So
Mhm.
like if he's trying to come back and find a big money fight, his best bet is to hope that somebody who fights for that belt and wins is a big money fighter. Other than that, because he ain't gonna fight Martin because it's high risk, low reward. So therefore, if he come back and fight somebody else, then it needs to be stripped. Because not only did you come back and fight somebody else, you didn't fight for the belt like you were supposed to. So you never once defended your belt, and you don't deserve to keep the belt. So I
Well,
think
no, well, when you go on recess, the thing is, the you go on recess, so you're still the champion, but you're not an active champion. So the belt is up for grabs. It's a vacant belt. It's up for grabs. Whoever fights and wins that belt, they're the champion. When you come back, you
you
have
get first blood.
you got first dibs. If you don't take your next fight for that title, you're no longer the champion. The other guy is the champion. So
Yeah, for sure.
you just have the key to become the champion once you come back. If you don't take that fight when you come back, you are not the champion. The other guy is rightfully the champion.
Yeah, and for somebody that he fight for legacy and fight for belts, and then if you fight for them, you're supposed to fight to defend them too and keep them. And if you don't want to defend them or keep them because you feel like A, you can get more money fighting somebody else, and B, that's high risk, low reward, you don't deserve the belt anyway. So yeah, I mean, this is the perfect move. And like D said, it should be happening, and Price said it should be happening to everybody. Canelo should have this for all his belts.
That's cap. That's cap. But salute to my brother, man. Hardcore boxing, showing love. But I mean, and it's funny how you always throwing shots at Canelo, who's fought everybody. But go ahead, man. I don't want to get into that conversation. That boy
I'm
Thomas
not
Hill's on the
throwing
road.
shots.
He's on the road. He's on the
I'm
road,
not throwing shots at Canelo. Canelo had a mandatory for like 3 years now. I ain't fought him. Canelo done bounced up weights, bring people up from weights, and he
So you
still
say
ain't
he
fought
dared
him.
to be great. So he dared to be great. So you penalized him for it.
No, he dared to cherry pick, and he got the wrong one.
Okay.
That's what he did, man. I
He
mean,
ate
I'm
one of them
called to
sour
say.
Johns, didn't he? Real quick.
Exactly, because I feel as though if they do fight, he's gonna beat Benavidez. But the fact that Benavidez is a matchup nightmare, and it looks like something that's high risk, low reward, he ain't fighting me. But you got into boxing to defend your titles. You wear that crown because everybody know you the king, and heavy is the crown, and everybody's coming for the crown. Well, then you supposed to defend it versus everybody. And he ain't been doing that. So
Salute to my
that's why
brother
I'm saying
Hardcore
that.
sending fire to that cash app. Salute to my brother Hardcore on that.
You ain't never BB. You don't like to talk about the Canelo's next opponent. He ain't mentioned one word about it.
Hold on.
He didn't
I
do a
want to
story. He
I
didn't
want
do
to
a
say,
video.
I want to send a big shout out to my brother Hardcore on that 5-piece. I appreciate you, brother. Send that to the cash app. But Thomas Hill is doing what he always does, and you know
What
what?
am
It
I
breaks
doing?
my heart. It breaks my heart to see this, man. This is a brother who doesn't care about what you've done for the sport. Canelo has been the consummate professional. We never hear nothing about him. All he does is go out there and fight. He might like to drink. He like the sauce.
Hit the wrong.
But that's all he do. Other than that, that's all we hear about Canelo. But of course,
Okay.
Thomas
Good
Hill
segue for
don't
the
want.
next question.
Go ahead.
Why hasn't the WBC stripped Canelo?
Wow,
They
that's a
never.
real BS question. That's a real BS question.
They never
But
going to strip Canelo.
go
Canelo
ahead.
can do what he want to
Well,
do.
because his 3% is greater than anybody's 3%.
Mm-hmm.
He would
So
never. He would never get stripped
yeah,
because they created the franchise belt for Canelo. He would never.
Oh my God, they created it for
They did. Who was the first person with the franchise belt?
I don't remember, man.
Yeah, I bet you don't. It was Canelo Alvarez. It was
You better
nobody.
remember.
Didn't exist.
Just the,
Alvarez got it.
just the other day, he said he do this.
Big
This
Dre,
is what
what's
he
up,
do.
my brother?
He know who was the first person with the franchise belt, and he know it was created for Canelo, so Canelo can move the way he's moving.
It really made a duck belt.
Now, this is the funny thing about it. When you say this crazy stuff, I just wonder, man, is it hard to just say like ridiculous stuff? Canelo is #1 pound for pound. Every fighter that we had, young fighter come up here has
Or
said
if
that.
you say that
That's
one
He's
more,
their
number
opinion.
one.
say that one more time, and we had one of the fighters that you said that he said that was months ago. That was months ago. You keep talking about every fight. We haven't had a fighter on since that. What, like 2 months ago, the last time we
Yeah,
had a fighter on.
yeah, it's 2 months ago. Yep.
Still talking about everybody. They said Canelo, yeah, he's good. He's good. I never heard him say that he was #1 pound for pound. They just say he's up there. But I mean, if they said it, they said it. Whatever. But like I said, he came on here and he
Hold
said
on,
that.
didn't Tank have him #2 on his list, on his pound for pound list? I think Tank had him #2
Who?
behind himself. Tank had Canelo #2.
Yeah, #2, not #1.
Well, he got himself as #1, which is blasphemy. So
No, it's not. He said he's #1. Most fighters going to believe that they're #1, especially when you at that level of fighting. They're going to believe that they're #1.
And I
Your
do
boy,
think talent wise that he is up in the top 3. That's my opinion.
and your boy Teo think he #1, and guess who he fighting?
I mean,
He
he's fighting
calling
a
out
tough guy.
everybody, but guess who he fighting?
He had dude, so he had 3 tough fights in a row. Tommy, what are we
Who had
doing?
3 tough fights in a row?
Teo,
No,
Sandro Martin. Then he went in there against a monster, an absolute beast who was biting people's heads off, Josh Taylor. Then he went in there and fought a guy who tried to run from Jermaine Ortiz, who beat Loma better than anybody, according to Thomas Hill. So, I mean, 3 tough fights in a row. He can't get a tune-up. That's like you end up looking like Errol Spence when you don't
He's
get a
trying
tune-up.
to change boxing though. He was supposed to bring the best fight best mantra
Oh,
back.
hold on. Do you remember when Chance Crawford ducked him? He said, I want Chance Crawford. Chance Crawford went to 54. So I think Teo should go up there and stop Brian Norman Jr. I think that would be an easy fight
That
for
should have
him.
been his next fight, right? Should have been
I
his
think
next
so.
fight.
I think
Or
it should have
Kenneth
been.
Sands. Or Ray Mortaya. It could have been anybody, but it's Steve Claggett.
Man, Tyler, man.
He operating like your boy Canelo, dog. He's
I got
taking the path of least resistance.
a question. If these questions hasn't addressed the question that I have a question after everything is done. I'm gonna
Go
wait.
ahead.
I'll hold my mule.
I'm going to hold my mute.
Shout out to the big OG Crush the Legend, man. Y'all tripping. Anybody got anything before D Free
No.
drop his bomb?
No,
No. I'm gonna
we
wait till all the
we
questions
got
are
all the
done.
questions.
Done.
Talk to my brother GP, God's property in the house, man.
GP, are you with me?
I want to see how unbiased BVO is because I know he came up with these questions. So I want to see how unbiased.
Hold on. I didn't come up with these questions. These are not my questions. I don't do that
I
no
want to
more.
see how
This is all
unbiased
prize.
he is, and
See
so I'm
Wood. See Wood in the house.
Hold on. These are prize fighters questions. These ain't my questions.
they
I
fight.
see Wood.
The questions are coming from Prize Fighter, but did Prize Fighter make up the questions?
I don't know who made up the question. I think
Okay.
prize made those questions.
I want to see how unbiased BVO is. So I'm gonna wait till all the questions is done, and then I will ask my question. What's going on, C Wood?
See Wizzle.
Yeah.
Hey, you know it's funny. C Wood look like that dude that stole them towels at my grandma's house, man. Watch me,
What?
brother. I like the dude that stole my grandma's towels, man.
Now
Go ahead.
Teo look like that dude.
Go ahead, Prize, with the next question.
Man, y'all boys is y'all really on one. Is Lomachenko overrated?
It's
I
who?
would say no. Vasil High-Tech Lomachenko overrated. I would say no. But y'all, what y'all think?
Man, he's an absolute monster. He's just old. I think,
Oh, that was the other point. My bad. I'm glad you said that.
I think the thing only thing I ever really hold against Lomachenko is that Manny Pacquiao said he would come to 35 and fight him, and he said no. No, he said 140. Sorry, 140. and he said no. Other than that, Loma's been a really solid fighter. I just think he's old as hell. That's the only problem right now. He's old. And, we see Tank see blood in the water. He's going to pounce on it. By all means, do just that. But Loma, he's going to the Hall of Fame. But he really, in my opinion, he's really lost a lot of his legacy fights, too. So it's kind of tough. I won't say he's overrated, but he's not as good as always as they said he is. So he's not as good as they said he was either.
I'm gonna say, if you're going by the standard that Bob Erm said he was,
Okay,
then
that's
he's absolutely overrated.
facts.
But if you're going by he's a good fighter and he's talented, he got a good ring IQ, he got good skills, then no, he's not overrated by that standard. But if, like I said, if you're going by the standard Bob said he was, then yes, he's highly overrated.
But if you just rate him as just a fighter out of your eyes, forget Bob Arum.
Out of my eyes,
think he would?
I think he's a good fighter with good skills.
Is he overrated?
Good ring. If I can't say he's overrated because you have to give me the standards. Like I said, some people got the standards that Bob went by, that he's better than Muhammad Ali, he's better than Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, that's going too far. We all can't take that serious.
He's overrated by those standards. By those standards, he's overrated. If you just saying
looking at him in the ring and all of that with his IQ and his footwork and his hand speed and stuff, I would say he's not overrated. I say he's decent and solid, like you said, Free. Thomas, would you feel like he overrated?
No. But what D? Oh, go ahead, D. My bad.
My bad, Free.
What you're saying is what you see. That's not rating it. That's not giving saying he's overrated because nobody's saying what you see. When you say overrated, you got to go by the standards that they set for Lomachenko. So, like I said, if you're going by the standards that Bob set for him, he is highly overrated. But if you're going by the standards that the vast majority of us up here goes with, he's a good fighter. He has great abilities. He has a great ring IQ. No, he's not overrated.
Okay. Thomas?
All right. I'm gonna follow the suit with D Free, and I agree with everybody with the fact that I don't believe he's overrated at all. I don't think anybody has gotten the best of him, like really done took him to the woodshed and hung him out to dry. Not even people younger than him and bigger than him. Matter of fact, if I were to look at the fight 3 or 4 times as I have, I would say that he was the victor, or at the very least, it was a draw. So now, given the fact that I don't believe he's overrated. I don't believe anybody has done him dirty. I believe when he gets in the ring the next time, if it's with Tank, through round 6 through 8, probably 7, it's going to be lights out, and then you'll see him get dirty for the very first time. He's not too old right now, because just January this year, he would have been a great legacy fight for Shakur Stevenson. Just April of last year, he was the legacy fight for a person who called him old and washed, because your best friend, Teo Vs got the fight before him. So I'm not hearing anybody say anything about that. But as D Free stated, when you get your record expunged, you get losses expunged, and people start telling you you're better than Mayweather, you're better than Lomachenko, and a lot of people believe that part of it is overrated. Like, you cannot say that this man has done anything to make you say with all confidence that he is better than Lomachenko. I mean, better than Mayweather and better than Muhammad Ali. So, like I said, in the ring, no, I don't believe he's overrated. His personal perception of what everybody else believe and how they move and say he ain't got losses, that's just overrated as hell.
What I would say to that is very simple.
You have to stop. Y'all keep talking. Huh? You keep talking, man. And you shut the fuck up. Huh?
R.I.P. to Brother Greg, man.
What's going on, Monkey Dad? Hey, Juan.
Shout out to the homie Juan.
Juan said he's
great.
Juan said he's the greatest.
Juan said that Loma's the greatest?
No. He said that he is
Juan
the
is
greatest.
over there drinking that Puerto Rican beer, man.
Okay.
He might have had too many tacos or something, man.
That's my boy Juan Claudio. You gotta respect what my man say.
Yeah.
He said, "God damn it, I'm the man."
All right, well, look, last one. Is Teofimo Lopez ever going to get his chance to get in the ring, to share that ring with Tank Davis?
Crush the legend.
No.
Shout
on,
out
man.
to Crush.
No, you know that, man.
Crush
Said,
is
is
cooking.
Teo what? Is Teo what?
If Teo will ever get a chance to share the ring with Tank Davis?
Yeah, I think he
No.
will.
Tank don't want that fight.
Unless Teo go up to 47. If Teo's at 40, I think he'll get a chance to fight Tank Davis. Tank Davis said he's one of the ones that he wants.
Yeah,
I think Tank is going to clear out 35, and then he's going to move to 40 and get those guys at 40 that everybody said he's ducking.
I agree. I agree. I think the fact that he's calling him vaginal parts is going to really aid in the fact that he's getting it. Now, you know what? On that same note, out in the middle of obscuring or wherever the fudge he was when he gave this interview, my man Naoya Inoue opened up his mouth and said, "My nigga is just a basic fighter." So hopefully what happens is he clear out that 135, then go down to 130 or something and whoop on Naoya and then go up to 140.
Hold on. You're going to get him hurt. You're going to get him hurt. You're going to get him hurt.
Get that he don't need to go down nowhere. That man said he a basic fighter. You can come to 35 and show that he's basic. He don't need to go. He don't need to go down nowhere.
That's a fact. You right.
Well, this is what I would say to that.
I want him to go to
shit about boxing.
You loving your edits right now, my man. But hey, if you think that's what I love. If you think all Tank is a power puncher, a fight like that will show you the difference between the levels. There is levels. We were talking about that today in the Casuals Corner, man. Like in the Hall of Fame, there should be.
Tank will stop him. What are you talking about? Tank will stop him.
I know that. You know he'll stop Teo too.
Oh, stop. And I want to say this.
You know that too.
I don't hate him.
You just want your boy to get paid. That's all.
Listen, I don't hate Tank. I want people to know.
I don't hate the kid.
You don't.
I don't hate the kid, but I just like to put him in the hospital, though. I like to send his ass to the damn ambulance.
Corey, he want to go down there to Baltimore and spar your boy Tank. Let him get up in that ring with him. Let's see if he's still in shape.
I mean, the thing that's so crazy is like Thomas Hill. You say this stuff with a straight face, man. You act as if Teo hasn't called out Crawford. I mean, the dude only wants. I'm gonna tell you why BDO likes Teofimo Lopez, because he reminds me so much of a guy people never heard of, Floyd Mayweather Jr. All he does is take tough fights. I mean, he doesn't duck or dodge. He doesn't play political games. I mean, I'm just telling you what it is. He doesn't play any games, man. All he does is go in there and look to fight the best. I mean, hey, it's okay to laugh, Free. I mean, I'm sure you seen something on Telemundo that made you laugh. But I'm saying, at the end of the day, when you see Teofimo Lopez, it's like looking at Floyd Mayweather young.
So the next time you see Teofimo Lopez, who we gonna be fighting, bro?
You know what, BBO, you know who you sound like right now?
Who?
You sound like Bob Erm.
Spin master.
Hold on. Bob
sound like the Bob father.
Hold on. Bob Erm, who was handpicked by Muhammad himself?
The Bob Erm that said that Lomachenko was better than Floyd and Muhammad Ali. That Bob Erm. You sound just like that Bob Erm.
Hey,
this is the thing. Hold on. This is the guy who was handpicked by Muhammad.
I don't care who was handpicked.
I don't know if you like Muhammad Ali, but I
know a lot of people that was handpicked is talk reckless. I know a lot of people that was handpicked by great people that talk reckless.
And let me ask you that. And I got my OG in the house. I got Crush. We're gonna do nothing but tell the truth. Crush, can you tell this guy about how good Pretty Boy Floyd was? Because I don't think you understand who that guy was.
We ain't saying nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd. We talking about Teo.
You moving the goalposts as usual. I wanted my man Crush to tell you about who Floyd Mayweather is.
You know who Floyd Mayweather is. I was watching Floyd before you were. I know.
I'm talking about Pretty Boy. I'm not talking about Money Mayweather. I'm talking
about
Pretty
Boy.
Boy.
Watching Floyd before you were. I know who Floyd Mayweather is. You were talking about how Teo is like Floyd Mayweather. Pretty Boy Floyd. He's nothing like him. He's nothing like him.
He went right up and fought Lomachenko. Then he went right up and fought Josh Taylor. Now he's fighting a rough and tough guy and Steve Claggett. And it is what it is. Everybody takes a soft touch, man.
That's where you lost all credibility. You
Y'all
said
can't be serious.
He's fighting a rough and tough guy in Steve Claggett.
BBO, you never even heard of this guy.
Exactly. That was exactly.
I've seen him fight before. He's not the
How many times? One time?
He's not the greatest, but I mean, he's top 15. Ain't no bums in boxing, yo. He'll beat all of us up. I'm telling you that right now.
He'll beat you up. He'll beat me up. Don't put me in that category, now. I'm not giving nobody that
weight class. I would say that who's in his weight class.
There's not a single that can whoop my ass until you do it. Not a single person.
He said, D-Free, you can't change this guy's mind. Probably think Teo beats everyone in history. Well, Juan, that's another one of your Puerto Rican tricks and propaganda. That's not true. I'll tell you what. My favorite fighter is Jermell Charlo. I don't know why I keep saying it.
You don't say nothing about Charlo.
That's not true, man. And that's not true either.
You only say when you say my favorite fighter is Jermell Charlo. That's the only time I hear you say Charlo.
Hold up. Jermell Charlo, your favorite fighter.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never seen you about to shed tears for Jermell Charlo like you was for Deontay Wilder.
Oh,
Corey Fank's my guy.
Hold on, salute to my man Corey Fank. Hey, I was not about to shed tears about Wilder. My eyes were sweating real bad, man. But that's okay. You wrong for that. I don't want you to know you wrong for that, man.
Yeah, you was mad at me because I said it's the natural order of things, dog, and I wasn't bothered by it, man. Yo, my man just don't have the passion for the fight. I'd rather him get out of the game than get hurt inside the game, man. So, hey.
I told you what was going to happen. I said I believe Deontay Wilder's done, and I think he's going to lose.
Hey, Crush, you see D Freeman with a low blow. What do you say? You about to shed tears over there? Wow, you go.
Yo, D for the win said you only like Jermell because his last name sound Mexican, man.
Oh, he said
what?
Hold on. And you sing your song crazy.
Charlo. Charlo. You gotta roll it R on Charlo.
Did y'all see him with his coach speaking Spanish? Did y'all see Jermell speaking Spanish with his coach? Did y'all see that?
That man want to be bad. That's getting bad.
Well, he should be able to speak some Spanish. Ain't his wife Latina?
Yeah,
I knew.
Yeah, she is.
I knew BBL was biased. I knew it was biased.
How am I biased?
Because I heard all the questions, and not one time did you bring up this question that I'm about to ask.
What's that one?
How do you feel? Because I done heard you say multiple times, Devin Haney, he up there taking a stand against Ryan Garcia. This man, he lost all respect for you and all that. How do you feel that your boy, Ryan Garcia, snitched on Canelo and say he needs to be stripped too? That man lied. I know you did.
I just heard that just
I know you did.
But they about to put Ryan in witness protection program, man. That dude be telling too much.
It's funny.
He needs to be stripped.
You know who really is one of those guys you got to watch is D-Free. He's talking about me crying about Wilder.
He didn't say he needed to be stripped. He said he needs to be suspended like he is. That's what he said. He said that man.
I got a serious question for you guys. I got a serious question for you guys. So we're looking at the numbers now. How do you guys salute to Lucy? What do you guys think about Al Heyman doing that big concert with I can't think of the guy's name from LA, but he did a concert with him, big huge concert, and then he did that big show. Is this a success so far with Amazon, Al Heyman? Because I don't know if people know, but that was the beginning of the Budweiser series with that guy from LA. I can't think of the guy's name. So what do you guys think about this deal so far?
I mean, the deal is fine because PBC is holding up their end of the bargain. The deal is fine.
Yeah, I was doing what he said he was going to do and then some. So, the deal is real solid.
I believe Amazon is happy with the deal. They getting what they expected. They wanted the big fights and they wanted the big concerts and they getting both of them. So
they can't stop. I'm all bad, D-Free.
No, you good. You good.
No, I was just gonna say, and they can't stop talking about that dude from quote unquote L.A. but Compton, that was over there shattering your kinfolk, Aubrey Davis.
Yep.
Hold on, I never heard of that guy you talking about from LA, but I hear you, man.
He ain't from L.A. He from Compton, bro. I grew up right around the corner from him.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys
Or
this:
from his peoples, I should say.
what do you guys think about Blair Cobb saying he'd give Adrian Broner a rematch?
He'll do
Run
what?
it back.
Blair Cobb said to give Adrian Broner a rematch.
Yeah, he said he want to give him a rematch.
We don't really need a rematch, but run it back. So why not?
Give him a rematch. I mean, ain't
He's
even
That's what
one
I
of
gonna
them.
have
said.
to
Run
win.
it back.
He's
Why
gonna have
not?
to win it if he get a rematch. Cause
Ain't neither one of them got nothing really going on. So why not? They can maybe they can
AB
make.
got to get right back in there in like 4 to 6 months. He got to go right back to work.
They gotta make some money some kind of way because they ain't neither one of them really got anything going on. So ain't
Queen
nobody.
AB3,
Queen in the building. Salute Queen Queen.
AB3, Devin Haney got to get right back in there too.
Yeah, he
He
do.
can't take his ball and run home. He got to get in that ring and prove himself, man. It's just a loss, and he got that expunged, so he should be good.
I think he more upset that nobody bidded on his fight and he only got a 2.3 offer.
He got to be mad at himself then, D. He could bid on it.
Yeah, I think that's what he's upset about. Nobody else bidded on the fight except for Bob Arum. Bob Arum, but I take the fight. I give Haney 1 point something, and I give Martin the rest. I think that's
I
what he
mean, why
Yeah.
can't Haney get $2 million and then get other guy 400,000?
300,000. Nah, they're not gonna do that. I mean, they can,
Well,
but
why can't they? Bob Arum can pretty much do whatever he wants
they're not gonna do that because the split
because of the purse bid thing.
no, because of when you go to purse bid, the fighter is guaranteed the
Isn't
minimum.
that what happened, D Free? Did they go to purse bid or no?
Yeah, they did. That's why
Right. So
Bob
that's
Arum.
probably why they can't
Yeah,
do that loophole around the money.
That's why Bob Arum got the fight because the fight would have been on the zone if it didn't go to purse
He
bid.
bid. He bid 2.4,
2.3.
2.3.
Larry Parker got me.
Yeah, so
Devin, yeah. So
thirty,
what is Devin?
70,
How does
30.
that work? 30%,
Yeah,
35, or
he get 30%. So he's not going to get 300,000. He's going to get more than that. It's not going to be too much more than that, but it's going to be more than that.
he might get 400, 500,000,
No, it's probably somewhere around the 700,000 mark.
700.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't worth. I mean, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Dev appears to be a little too big for 140 anyway, so maybe he's back at welterweight. Maybe he lets to see how that landscape play
Hey,
out.
We talking about this guy. Why are we still talking about this guy?
Prize.
What up?
Good evening, everyone. How y'all doing? Good evening,
Run the
everybody.
questions. Run the
What
questions.
happened?
Run the questions for Crush. Let him answer the questions.
Okay, yeah, no doubt. Let me backtrack. The first question for the homie Crush and salute to you was, when was you cooking? Was that this morning or yesterday? I'd be messed
No,
up.
that was this morning, bro.
Yeah, he was cooking. He was flaming shit this
He was
morning.
cooking.
Let's go back. Is Tank Davis avoiding Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson? Crush.
Hell no. No reason to be avoiding them. Who the hell are they? Shakur's Mr. What Have You Done For Me Lately, the Janet Jackson remake. And Teo's just a damn attention hoe. Ain't nobody scared. Teo, you at 140. Bring your bitch ass to 35. You got problems at 140 that you ain't even trying to deal with. So you definitely don't want to deal with no damn Tank Davis. Oops, I forgot. It's for the money. See, people do anything for the money. See, they willing to get that ass whipped for the right price. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like a hoe. You see what I'm saying? Pimp might send it to a different location depending on that money. But, let them talk their shit. Hopefully they on Tank list, and Tank can handle both of those dudes. And anybody that feel otherwise, if it coming to fruition, as they say, put the money on the wood, makes the bet go good. So no, he ain't scared of neither one of these fools.
All right. Shout out to the boxing scholar. He said Tank is avoiding Teo. Definitely. That's his
What?
opinion.
Avoiding
Boxing
who?
scholar.
No,
Oh,
you can't avoid somebody that's not in your weight class.
the boxing scholar. Yeah,
You can't
do that.
respond to somebody that just got natural hate in their heart. And unfortunately, the boxing scholar got hate in his heart for Tank.
Damn.
So don't worry about it. Well, we'll straighten him out over here. We'll straighten it out over here. You know, we'll
Salute to
straighten it out over
Trayvon.
here.
Salute to Trayvon in the chat. Thanks for pulling up.
What's the next question?
All right, Crush. I'm gonna mix him around. I'm gonna jump around. Does Devin Haney deserve to be stripped?
He deserved to be stripped, kicked, and booted out of boxing with his moist ass. You don't get this dude up on out of here, man. He's a disgrace to the sport of boxing. I don't care. You can love him, hug. Hey, listen. I'm different, damn. I'm cut different. That boy ain't good for the sport of boxing. Listen, if y'all ain't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. Man, I put it into that boy this morning. And I'm tired of talking about it.
Talk to him, Queen.
Okay, here we go.
Too soft.
The boxing scholar says he was in his weight class with all the belts. The fuck y'all talking about?
And he lost
what
the
weight
fucking
class?
What are you talking about?
Hold on. Go one at a time.
He had one fight. He had one fight. Won it with Lomachenko, and then he lost all the belts to Cambosa and got the hell up out of Dodge.
What are you saying? He don't even want to rematch Cambosa.
Oh, he got the hell up out of Dodge.
Hey, you over there looking like you pantomiming, dog. Take yourself off of mute.
Teo only talking about Tank because he hear Tank trying to fight Loma and Shakur and grab everything up. So he know that he couldn't get a fight with Tank within a year if he wanted to.
Boxing
so he's
scholar
like comfortable talking about
what
Tank.
I said was, don't make me bring Box Scholar up here. He'll cook you free, and he might even
salute
Crush.
Justin
He might cook
James.
Crush. I don't know if he can, but
we got love for you over here, player. Salute. We see you.
He not cooking no. Come on, man.
Justin James.
Salute to Justin.
But D for the win. We understand that we know that you're not unbiased like BBO. We know you're gonna just say whatever Tank tells you to say. I understand this, man. Know for a fact he's avoiding this guy. He won't even say T.O.'s name. He won't even
What
say
is the
name.
point of me wasting my time saying your name when I know logically if we were gonna fight, that fight ain't gonna happen within at least 18 months? What's the problem with me being logical?
Why so long, D? Why so long, D, for the win?
If I'm already putting it out there that I'm fighting Loma and I want to fight Shakur, I'm going for an undisputed run. It ain't like he could fight every 2 months. This ain't the 80s.
Hold on.
Boxing collar, you ain't stepping on nothing over here,
that
baby.
brother said I'll step on you.
Ain't nobody stepping on Crush. That's why I got the name. I don't get crushed. I do the crushing and busting. Goddamn, ain't a damn.
But let me say, hold on. Let me get D41. I gotta get a frying pan for this cat, because this cat just said the most crazy thing in the world. This ain't the 80s. We didn't say it was the 80s when Teo went and fought Lomachenko at 23.
Don't switch what I said. I said
hold
this
on,
ain't the
did we
80s
say
about
that?
niggas fighting every 2 months. I said
Did
about them fighting every 2 months. You know it's going to be 6 months in between fights.
This ain't the 80s when we seen a young baby Teo going in and stop Richard Comey, who was an IBF champion.
Put context to what I said, though, BVO. I wasn't talking about them because
after he fought Loma.
I said they not about to fight every 2 months.
I understand that I'm black. Don't jump on me. I'm just trying to give y'all opinion. That's it. Don't jump on me. I ain't trying to have y'all jump on me.
Listen to what he's saying, though.
He don't want to hear what I'm saying.
This is what I'm
saying. Get mad at me, nigga. I'm here telling the truth. If somebody else should have told you this.
Yo, BBO, stop it.
BBO with these drops.
BBO say he's black. I remember from Bernardo to Bernard. Ain't that a bitch?
I remember somebody sending somebody an offer when their hand was messed up, and the guy said, "My hand is messed up, but I'll be ready in about 4 months." Teo wanted to fight on the Super Bowl weekend. Teo had his fight. After that fight, why didn't he revisit that offer that he sent to Matias? Why didn't he?
Hold on, Free. That guy got beat to death. That's what
he got
later on.
Hold up. He got beat just recently. He didn't have a fight prior to that.
Hold on.
No. You can't get credit for what somebody else did. You didn't beat him to death. Somebody else did. If that's what you want to say, beat to death.
He tried to slide that in there.
He didn't lose to Teo. You can't get credit because somebody
I didn't
else.
say he lost to Teo. I didn't say he lost to Teo.
So you saying that guy got beat to death? It could have been Teo in that fight. Why wasn't it Teo?
Teo offered him a fight. He cowered out and said no. There's nothing Teo can do.
My hand is messed up. I will be ready in 4 months. Like I said, Teo had to fight with Jermaine Ortiz. Why didn't he revisit that offer?
Can I ask you a question?
No, answer the question.
Hold on, let me say this, Chris. You my brother and I love you. But let me answer this question. So the WBC is vacant. The IBF is open now. It looks like Teo might go for a third. Now I don't want to bite jump on me. He might be a three-time unified champion if things keep going how they're going. Because I don't see nobody at 140 that can beat him.
Oh,
I don't know what you even talking about.
How is he going to be
How would that be 3 times?
If he ain't fighting nobody for unification, he was only unified
at 35,
one time.
That's it.
See, how can he be 3 times unified?
Why are you slipping extra numbers?
Hold on.
He beat one person to be
hold on. Y'all tripping. Y'all forgot that he is the lineal champion at 140. That means he's number 1. He's number 1.
Oh, that got to be with unified though.
This nigga's crazy.
That does not make him
unified. The Ring Magazine belt don't make you unified, bro.
Even though he's a 2-time linear champion, he still has the linear belt. He didn't lose the belt. So how he going to get another belt and say, "Oh, he 3-time unified"? He still has the linear status.
Okay,
he hasn't
my
lost.
mistake. 2-time linear. My bad. 2-time unified. He got a chance to be 2-time unified. My mistake.
Now let's correct another mistake you said. Now, D for the win said ain't nobody fighting in 2 months. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, Crush.
Go ahead, nah, because he skipped over that. Oh, my bad, Crush.
No, y'all good.
Teo beat Loma for all the belts, and y'all.
Okay, when the last time Teo fought?
He fought a real tough Jermaine Ortiz last.
When was that though?
I can't remember.
Was it within 2 months?
That was over Super Bowl weekend.
It was Super Bowl weekend.
The fight he fake offered.
So in February, correct?
Yeah, February.
So it's been past 2 months now. When he fought Loma and won and set the world on fire, how long was it until he fought again?
16 months.
See, that's what D for the win is talking about, dog. When it comes to Tank, this nigga got to fight every month. Well, this Mickey Freaky can go around parading a win that he had for 16 goddamn months, dog. Come on, dog. And then,
come on.
Then this nigga can choose a Steve Claggett when he's trying to set the world on fire in boxing and fight him like some 5 months later after he fought. So like that's what he was talking about, bro. You know
the crazy thing about this, Thomas. And this is
what's the crazy?
You my older brother and I love you, but you're taking sides against the family. I don't understand when you're coming with this stuff because it makes no sense. Teo has done all the hard work. Y'all making me act like Teo's my favorite fighter, and he's not.
I remember one time. I remember one time, man. I went in there. I got mad. I effed up and I did something wrong. My dad told me, man, now you know what? This gonna hurt me more than it gonna hurt you, bro. And you know I'm only doing this because I love you. That nigga beat the dog snot out of me, dog. And he did that because he didn't want me to go out there effing up again. We love you, bro. We just trying to make sure you don't go out there and F up again, especially when it comes to Teo, dog. You don't want to go. You don't want to throw caution to the wind over Teo, dog. This nigga is fighting Steve Claggett.
Let me play a clip. Let me play a clip before you go. Let me play a clip.
Yeah, he's 2-time undisputed. Yeah. You gotta call him that. Respect. Because he won all the titles.
Eddie Hearn said that he won the title in 140. Like that's the argument that Eddie Hearn said. He's like, he's not undisputed. Listen, he won the title on 140. On 135, he had all of them except, if I'm not mistaken, the franchise belt, if I'm not mistaken, right?
So he didn't have them all at 140?
I think he just won.
Josh had everything at 140. So he just won all of them at 140, and he had all of them at 135. So how's he not 2-time undisputed champion? And not on top of that, he beat the man that was the man at the time in both weight divisions. So forget about the so-called belt. He beat the best fighter in the division both times. Call it like it is. Call a spade. Get a man his credit. You don't box, you can't talk about it because you don't fight. You understand. When you beat the man, you are the man. I don't give a damn what belt you got. You beat the man, you are the man.
Primo Lopez, the Takeover, 2-time undisputed world champion.
No, it's a damn shame.
All right, so look, so why Teo?
Hold
No,
on.
it's a damn shame that Roy Jones is still suffering from that damn knockout.
Hey, look. Hey,
Oh,
BVO, if that's the case, then why Teo don't fight Catterall since he beat the man right after him?
You said who?
Didn't Catterall just didn't what's the name just beat Josh Taylor? Jack Catterall?
Yep.
Just a couple weeks ago?
Yep.
Yeah.
So why Teo don't
Josh
fight him?
Catterall.
Because Jack
Yeah.
Catterall can say the
You know
same
who
thing.
Jack Catterall is. You know.
You don't have no parts of Jack Catterall.
Yeah, if you know who Steve Claggett is, you definitely know who Catterall is.
The truth is Josh Taylor's scared to
let
go
the
up to
man
147. He should have been done it.
Let the man finish. Go ahead.
My bad. Go ahead.
Yo, Claggett sound like
Hold on, Chris.
he
Let
sell
him
car,
finish capping.
car
Let him
appliance
finish
and
capping.
pieces.
Let him finish capping.
Claggett
Capping real
head
quick, bro.
gaskets. What the fuck is Teo fighting? Claggett air brakes. What the hell, man? Get up on out of here with this Teo shit, man.
Go ahead, D. You go D for the win. I'm about to crush you on that.
To me, the truth is Josh Taylor should have been moved up to 147, but he don't want to go up there and see the real smoke. So he's killing himself to make 40, and he's looking old. He didn't look good at all in that Teo fight. He damn sure didn't look good in his last fight. Y'all banking off some shit Taylor did 5 years ago. That's not the wrong guy.
Can I ask you a question? Is there any guy more reputable than the great Roy Jones?
Let me ask you this. Okay, listen, because I love Roy Jones. Let me tell you this though. So if you could tell me Teo's the best at 140 for beating Josh Taylor, not in his prime, why the hell do everybody got a problem with Tank about to fight Loma?
Josh
Why
Taylor
do everybody got? Hold on. Why is the narrative
he
that
beat
Tank's fighting the old
Catterall.
Loma?
He beat Catterall. That's the thing you missing, dog. He already beat Josh Taylor beat Catterall and he beat Regis Prograde. Y'all people with this propaganda. He beat these guys.
Well, years ago, and that was a questionable fight, and now he just had the rematch that he lost.
What? Okay, rematches, whatever. Who won the first fight?
You said Regis Prograde is a nobody.
I've always said he's a nobody. He is a nobody.
So what do you want me to give somebody credit for being a nobody?
You can't turn
He was IBF champion at the time, though. He was IBF champion at the time.
Yo, you talking out the side of your neck, bro.
What's going on? This is a 20v1. This is what happened when everybody jumped on the Asiatic black man.
Oh my God.
If you said Regis Prograde is a nobody, you can't give him credit for him if he's a nobody. That's what y'all fans do. Y'all beat up a fighter.
In the first fight,
the first, you just said nobody.
Yeah, in the first fight that he beat Catterall, he beat him just like Devin beat Loma, and just like just like Cambosis beat Maxie Hughes, dog.
Hold on, y'all. Since y'all want to jump me, I bought my bro in here, man. Boxing scholar, man.
Oh yeah, that's what we need.
Since y'all want to jump me,
man. You need to get scholars.
Man, I wasn't even gonna click on, but I was walking and I was fucking disgusted. I threw up. This is insane. This is fucking insane. Y'all said Teo got to fight Catterall because Catterall's the man that beat the guy that he just beat to become the fucking lineal champion.
I never said he got to fight Catterall.
You misspoke.
I never said
he didn't say you. He didn't say you. He said me for the win.
He said y'all.
I didn't say he had to fight Catterall. I said,
hey, y'all all unified because y'all over here jumping. So if one speak, he speak for everybody up here. So I'm talking to everybody up here.
Like I said, I never said he had to fight Catterall.
Y'all do a good job of taking things out of context.
No, but look. Besides me,
hold on, D for the win. You only said it because we black. That's wrong. You're not going to do that. You're not going to do that.
That's crazy.
You're not going to do that, bro.
That is so crazy. What you talking about? You half Mexican. What are you really talking about?
Hold on, Juan. You are Puerto Rican, man. You don't tell me I'm half Mexican. You're Puerto Rican, man.
Oh, damn.
What I said was, why didn't Teo revisit the Matias fight when he finished fighting Jermaine Ortiz? Why did he go to Steve Claggett? Why didn't he revisit the Matias fight?
Matias already had a fight lined up.
No, he did not.
No, he didn't. His hand was fucked up.
So, okay. Well, we can play the what if game and why all day. Let me ask you this.
Hold
the last 4 opponents that Tank fought, do they beat Teo?
No,
we don't.
You don't know, but I know they definitely don't fuck with Teo. Has Tank ever been in a 50-50 fight where we thought he would lose?
You cannot say that because Teo got beat by Cambosis.
Exactly.
Bro, this is what I will say. Something about Teo. Teo reminds me of Larry Holmes. If you put a big enough threat in front of Teo, he's gonna take the fight serious and he's gonna fucking win. The Cambosa, bro, you could always go back to the Cambosa losses all you want, but this is one thing I can say for sure, right? We've never seen Tank in a fight where we thought the opponent could win the fight, including his last fight in Frank Martin. Everybody knew that Tank was going to knock Frank Martin out. Then when he
So
goes in there and knocks him
Tank was
out,
gonna knock
they
out
make
Pedraza?
him top pound for pound number 5. You
knew
cannot
Tank was
make
gonna
this shit
knock
up.
Pedraza out? You knew Tank was gonna knock out
Hold
Pedraza?
on, before the win. Hold on, before the win. Let him finish. I know he's black. You don't respect black people, but let him
That's
finish.
crazy.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Hey,
Tank has never been in a 50-50 fight. Tank continues to fight Mexicans on Taco Tuesday. The one Mexican that gave him a tough fight was Pitbull Cruz. They asked him would he fight Pitbull Cruz again. He said hell no. So you can't have the standard for Teo that you don't have for Tank Davis. Because one thing Teo has done, yeah, he lost to Cambosis, but he's also fought championship fights. And everybody knows that once you fight championship fights like Floyd Mayweather, your fighting starts to slow down. You don't fight as frequently. Muhammad Ali said it best. He said, I was campaigning when I was fighting frequently and going out there and kissing babies like a politician. Now I'm fit to fight how I want to fight. He wasn't fighting as frequently as he was on the upcome. Teo has been a champion. Tank got emailed a belt that was emailed to Devin Haney. Y'all called Devin Haney the email champ. And then when Tank got the belt, y'all just ignored the email.
Tank get emailed?
Hold on, what belt did he get emailed?
The belt that he has now, he did not get in the ring.
Y'all just be saying shit.
He stuck your foot in the mouth.
Okay. All right.
What belt did he get emailed? I'm asking the question.
The WBA. The WBA. It was the
Tell him,
WBA.
Ron.
He got
Tell him,
Tank
emailed
Ron.
that.
beat Gamboa for
Tell
that
him,
belt,
Ron.
and he's been
Tell
fighting
him, Ron.
mandatories on that belt for the last 4
He
years.
got emailed that one because he got emailed that one because he lost.
He's not the
this dude
super
lost.
champion.
Yes,
Hold
bro.
on.
He got
One
emailed
second.
that.
One second.
Y'all gotta go
Hold on,
one at a
don't know
time.
y'all
Y'all gotta go
see
one at a
that.
time.
One at a time. One at a time.
Hold on,
We
y'all
can't
gotta
get
go
into
one
it
at a
if y'all
time
not
because
gonna
y'all
speak
talking
facts.
over
Everybody
each
go
other.
on mute
Y'all
when
all got
somebody
some.
go.
Hold on,
I'm on
You
y'all
know
got
what?
some good points, but y'all talking over each other. So just try to go one at a time. I know it'd be tough.
Everybody
but,
mute up when somebody's talking.
The thing is, Tank Davis fought Gamboa for a vacant belt. That belt was not emailed to you. And anybody who gets put as the super champion, unless that belt is on the line, you get emailed the super champion status. There's no belt that they give you that's extra. It's nothing. It's the same belt that you already have. They just give you a status. So he didn't get emailed anything. I don't know where he got emailed a belt. He didn't get emailed anything except for he got emailed a status of super. That belt is the same belt he's always had.
And to further that point, y'all make fun of him fighting all of these Mexicans, but these Mexicans been jumping in the WBA, and they've been his mandatory. The super champion don't have no mandatories, but the belt that Tank has, he's been fighting Mex. So y'all kill him for fighting Rolly, y'all kill him for fighting Pitbull, but whole time these are his mandatories. These are people that ain't talking like they want to fight Tank, and they actually making moves to do it. But y'all killing him for fighting his mandatories, some shit that y'all fighters don't really do.
And everybody else is fighting Mexicans too. They acting like everybody else is fighting a bunch of black fighters. What the hell y'all talking
Shit is
about? Ain't
crazy.
even that many black fighters in between those weight classes. So what do we be talking about? I just be hearing a lot of hate. He
Yes,
fights
it's
a whole
hate.
bunch of Mexicans. Look at the whole bunch of them. Ain't the last black person that Shakur Stevenson fought. Devin Haney ain't fought one the fuck yet. Teo got what, 1 or 2 on his? Maybe 1? Like, y'all kill me with this nonsense, man. I don't give a fuck about that. No nationality. Quality is quality.
You're on mute, BVO.
But then when you say, oh, y'all point out one finger, but everybody else that you ain't pointing the finger is in the same exact situation, and y'all say this nonsense because these couple dudes ain't getting the ring with each other. Well, blame them the fuck both. Instead of pointing the finger at one man first. It's all their fault, bro. What we talking about? I don't be wanting to hear that nonsense, bro. I don't be wanting to hear that nonsense.
BBO, you got access to a laptop, BBO? Because I want you to show them that Tank is the WBA champion at 135 pounds, and he wasn't the champion when Ryan Garcia fought. He got those belts because Devin Haney vacated the belts, and he was emailed the fucking belt. He never got it in the ring.
Super champion, brother.
Yes, he is.
He is not the super champion,
BVO, hold on. Nah, so
BBO, can you Google champions at 135 pounds and show them Tank Davis WBA?
But the thing that everybody like forgets is that there's not like everybody fighting black fighters. It's not the question of fighting black fighters. It's the question about fighting top level fighters. That's what he's questioning about. Have we ever sat here in the last 5 fights of Tank? Have we ever sat here and questioned, oh, this dude is gonna lose? No, seriously, I want y'all to answer this.
Juan, but which
Who
other
is he gonna
fighter did you
fight that you're
question
gonna
that?
say he's gonna
Well,
lose?
no,
to?
I'm saying the last 5 fights that Tank has had, have you questioned is he gonna lose?
Okay, listen,
No,
I'm
seriously.
pulling the BVO. I'm answering your question with a question. Who is the guy that Tank would fight? Hold on. Who's the guy that Tank would fight that you would say he's gonna lose to?
No, that's what I'm asking. Nobody. There's
So
nobody.
what the fuck
He's
does that
we
point
having
mean?
this conversation?
All
Nobody.
respect due.
There's
What does that point mean then?
nobody. There was nobody on that resume that you
thank
would sit there and be like, "Yo, he's going to lose."
So
When we was talking about Ryan Garcia, I would just join the damn channel. We all say he's going to get knocked the fuck out. And what happened?
Except for BVO. Except for BVO.
Oh yeah, except for BVO. My fault, because I was arguing with BVO that day. Oh yeah,
that
no,
boy
he got
was
me
eating all
half
kind of tortillas that day, huh?
fucking half Mexican BVO.
Yeah. Juan, this is my thing, and this is what Crush was saying. How come that don't apply to everybody else, though? Why is it only applying to Tank?
No,
Who was the other fighters that they have fought?
But you're right.
Teo,
But the difference with Teo was, you gotta remember, he fought Comey, he fought Nakatani, and then he fought Loma. All 3 in a row. It wasn't that he skipped a Scott. He did it all 3 in a row. He did all those 3 fights in a row. It wasn't like he took a whole chance. He did those 3 fights in a row. Now, lately, I don't know what the fuck he's been doing, but the last 3 fights, yeah, those 3 fights, yeah, I'll give him that one.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Hold on, let my man Bucky Scholar respond. He ain't got to say nothing. Go ahead, Bucky Scholar.
He told you to Google Tank Davis' belt. But
yeah, I want you to show them who's the WBA champion at 135 pounds, so we can end this nonsense. This is crazy, bro. I can't believe how y'all call yourself boxing fans
Don't
not
switch
knowing
it up.
this
You
shit.
said super champion.
No, he said super champion. I said champion. If you go look at the list, there's 4 belts in every weight class, right? Tank Davis has one of those belts. The reason why he's fighting Lomachenko is because Tank Davis is going to try to get undisputed at 135 pounds, and he did not want to fight Loma. You remember Floyd Mayweather? He trying to set me up. He trying to put me against Loma. He didn't want to fight Loma early. He want to fight Loma now.
No, y'all say that all the time. He said the same thing against Pedraza. He said the same thing about Rolly. He said Floyd trying to set him up when he fought Pedraza. He said Floyd trying to set him up when he fought Rolly. They still made those fights. They didn't make the Lomachenko fight.
Why didn't they make it? Why didn't they make that fight?
Who want the fight?
Hold on, I got to pull it up because y'all really capping.
Floyd didn't want the fight. Y'all say this every time. Y'all act like that's the only time he said it. He said it 3 times in his career. He said it for Pedraza. They still made the fight. He said it for Rolly. They still made the fight. He said it for Loma. They didn't make
I got it up. Hold on. I got it up on the screen. It said Davis will finally win the WBC junior welterweight title. Hold on. I got the wrong one. My mistake. I got the wrong one.
You ain't too dumb, man.
Oh, I'm gonna get it though. I'm gonna get it.
and to be clear, you said super champion,
technology.
Bro.
He said, "Goddamn technology."
You can listen to the playback. You were saying super champion.
Since he fought Gamboa, he's been the WBA champion. That was a vacant belt that he fought for,
and that's the belt he still has now.
When he moved up to 35, he fought Gamboa for the vacant WBA champion.
And it's the belt he still has now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He is not a super champion. That was my point.
Who are you talking about, Tank? That he's not a super champion?
He is not a super champion.
But you know, can I ask you a serious question? Deep for the win. Can I hold on, let me do this. Hold on, let me do this. Let me do this real quick, Free. Because this is what we're doing. We're getting off topic. We got D for the win. We got my man Thomas Hill spitting propaganda, and I don't want people to get confused. Propaganda. So what I'm saying is this. This is what we're saying. Tank has somebody go to the mail and email him the belt that Devin Haney had. So that's what it is. He has the email belt. He's the WBA champion now. Because initially, if you remember, Tank said he didn't want it, but he ended up accepting it because now he wants to be undisputed.
No, he didn't. They got rid of the super belt.
Hold on. And the funny thing about it is, this is the same Tank who said, I don't want the belt. But now he wants to be undisputed. He didn't want to be. Are you going to let me finish? Hold on. Let me finish. I'm going to let you finish. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is this. Your boy Tank is not consistent with what he says about what he wants to do. What do you tell George Camboso? Keep the belts. I'll beat you for free. Keep the belts. Now he's saying, Hold on. Now he's saying I want to be undisputed champion when
No,
Devin Haney's
you're not
on.
saying the whole
Hold
concept
on.
of what he said. You're not gonna say part of it and then let the rest of it go.
Listen. We don't like to mute nobody. I'm just asking you to respect me as your brother. I'm your brother, man. I love you, man. Don't do this to me.
No,
Please,
I
it's me.
feel lying.
It's me. It's me. Free. It's me, baby. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me, Free. I'm your brother and I love you. Listen. The key thing is this.
I don't care about none of that.
He said, "No me hace esto. No me hace esto."
Listen. This is the thing, man. What we seeing with Tank is a beautiful thing. The guy is doing a lot of what that they said Devin Haney's doing. He got to call himself. The only difference is Tank is a real decent dude. Where Devin we see is a piece of garbage. The only thing you got to remember is this. Now he wants to be undisputed, but he didn't want to be undisputed when Devin Haney was there, and he didn't want to be undisputed when Teo was there. So let's not play these games as if he couldn't have fought Teo when Teo had the IBF and he had the WBA belt. He could have fought him for those belts and the WBO belt. Tank could have fought for undisputed whenever he want. Like Canelo, he's the king that wears the crown. He could have anytime he wanted to. He could have got undisputed. But
Tank didn't have control like he do now.
Hold on. Let the black man talk. Hold on. Let the black man finish. I'm almost done if you listen. And the thing that's so funny about this is now it's funny how y'all Tank boys are holding water for him. The fact is he never wanted to fight Teo. He never wanted to fight Devin. The guy is just a very, very good maneuver. That's all he is, man. Don't play like he a real fighter like Teo who go in there and fight anybody. Nakatani, beat him to death. Richard Coleman, beat him to death. Loma, beat him to death. Then went up and fought Josh Taylor, beat him to death. So I'm done.
I wouldn't say he beat Nakatani to death because he struggled with Nakatani. That's all I'm gonna say. But hey,
Same Nakatani got knocked out by Yoshino, right?
Yep, that's
my bad.
I got to unravel this steak dinner that BBO tried to cook up because it's still raw. He was talking to Cambosos. When he was talking to Cambosos, Cambosos was shopping around trying to get the biggest fight in his home country. Tank Davis said, I don't care nothing about those daggone belts. I beat your ass for free. I'm not going to Australia. That's what Tank Davis was saying. Not that he don't want the belts. He said, I'm not going to Australia to fight you. That's what he was saying. Now, when it comes to Tank Davis didn't want to fight for undisputed, that's why he got the super belt because he want to be undisputed. You don't need the super belt to be undisputed. Ask Lennox Lewis. He wasn't a champion when he was undisputed. So you don't need it to be undisputed. It's a status that the WBA gives out. If they don't give it, you can still be undisputed. It all depends on when the WBA want to give out the super status. That's not something that you have to be undisputed. So when Tank Davis said, I'm going to fight all these guys, become undisputed at 135, it is what it is. Tank Davis was fighting under Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather didn't care about the belts. He said, Tank Davis, you don't need it. You're going to pay out all that money for the sanctioning fees. You don't need those belts. We can make big fights without the belt. Y'all taking all that and forgot about it. Y'all forgot.
Hey, D-Free, can I ask you a question? D-Free, you see how I feel being able to get a point out with somebody not interrupting like I just did for you?
You should have cut him off because that was some bullshit what he said.
Everything he said was bullshit. That's what Free do.
First off, Lennox Lewis was recognized as undisputed. I ain't heard nobody on YouTube outside of me say this, but it's because the WBO wasn't recognized by the other sanctioning bodies to make you an undisputed champion. But after it became recognized, they had to go back and do revisionist history and make Tommy Morrison a fucking champion and everybody else. The WBA belt is the belt that Tank has. You cannot be undisputed in a 4-belt era without being recognized with all 4 belts. That is complete cap.
Listen. I am talking about the WBA. Lennox Lewis was not the WBA super champion when he was undisputed.
There was no super, bro. They made that shit up.
Yes, it was a super belt before Lennox Lewis. Yes, it was. Go look it up. Mike Tyson was the WBA super. Look it up, boxing scholar.
I'm gonna look it up, bro, because super, I've never even heard about that shit until recently. They was making that shit up on the fly. Just like they made up the franchise belt and all that other shit. That was all shit made up on the
Yeah, I
fly.
agree
That's
with
like
you on
saying
that,
Mike
Boxing
Tyson wasn't
Scholar,
an
about
undisputed
that.
champion because he didn't
I
have a
agree.
franchise belt. What the fuck? Like,
I
bro,
agree
what?
with that WBA super shit. I don't. That
Boxing,
shit is recent for me.
boxing
I don't remember that
scholar.
back in the 90s.
Boxing scholar. It was it was.
I'm not saying you're wrong, D Free. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I never really heard into that super shit until recent.
I'm talking to Boxing Scholar because he the one that said he never heard of it. All you got to do is Google WBA Super Champion History. It would name all of the fighters and the ones prior to Lennox Lewis. So if you said you never heard of it, you wasn't boxing long enough to know about it.
But
Hold on one
wasn't
second,
it?
y'all. Let me play this real quick. 1 second.
Now, before you play
Hey there, folks. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we've got some thrilling news for all of you. We're launching a raffle where you can win a brand new 55-inch television just by making a payment of $10. Yes, you heard it right, just $10. Each entry must be made through Cash App with your name. The winner will be announced live at our GBT meet and greet on July 13th. The more entries you make, the higher your chances of taking home this outstanding flat-screen television. So, don't miss this incredible opportunity. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on this exciting contest. And remember, with each entry you make, you increase your chances of winning this amazing prize. Thanks for tuning in and good luck to all of you.
All right, now concerning that, it will be drawn. The drawing will be taking place the week of the Boots Ennis fight in Philadelphia. We'll be having a meet and greet out there in Philadelphia. Anybody in the area is welcome to come.
And I probably shouldn't say this, but the winner will be gifted a belt just like Tank was. Just check your email. If you have
Boxing Hacker,
airdrop, it
that's
will
why you
airdrop
my
to you.
dog,
Yeah,
dog.
that
I like
nigga
how you
Boxing
just injected that comedy up in there. Hey, check this out.
Hey, but you know what though, Boxing Scholar, I kind of agree with you. Like that super thing, like, but back in the 90s, I knew what the belts were and who had all the belts, but I didn't know there was like statuses, like how the WBA had like all them belts in one. You know, they had way too many in one weight class, so that super thing gets thrown around like it's just weird. Now them belts that Manny Pacquiao, they said, oh, 8 divisions. Them belts to me were minor belts. So I'm asking, them belts that Pacquiao had when he fought Margarito, supposedly at 54, you can't be undisputed with that belt that he had, right?
No, not
right. That's what I'm saying. So my point, that's my point. Like that super status thing is made up. I agree with Scholar that if they just do that shit on the fly, you know, WBA, they the worst ones. You could argue who's worse, them or the WBC. I feel like the WBA is because they just
WBC
make
is
up
not
shit.
bad.
They're terrible.
WBC is not
That's
bad.
why
You only say that because they favor black people.
That's why I've always said
Yo,
Tank.
hate this dude, bro.
That's why I've always said the belt that Tank
yo, BBO.
Yes,
Did
sir.
you watch the Sakura Talk video with Bob Arum?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, now what did he say? He said that while Tank was a part of the Showtime promotions, it was extremely difficult to make the fight with him.
Mm-hmm.
It was almost nearly impossible because they wasn't on the same line. Said now that they've moved off of that platform onto the Amazon, it's much more easier to make the fight. Therefore, that's why we get in the fight with Loma right now. That no point in time did they ever want to fight Tank. By saying Tank name, what does it do? It boosts your cred. As Devin Haney, he done made a career off of saying Tank name, knowing he not going to fight him, knowing he had no intention on fighting him. And
Can I jump in
everybody
here?
else is saying Tank name because Tank is the gold standard.
Go ahead,
You
Big
say
Drake.
that to try. Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit late. Was having some technical difficulties, but the franchise titles, the super titles from all of the different um, sanctioning bodies were designed just for undisputed. They were put in place to eliminate the mandatory challenges. So when you don't have to fight a mandatory if you have a super title. Now Tank fought and won the WBA world title. That's the name of the belt. It's not the Reggie belt. It's not the regular belt. It is the world championship belt. And he fought for that belt and won it. Devin had the super championship belt. That's the one he dropped. WBA said they're going to elevate Tank to the super title, and Tank told him where to put it
There you go.
in no uncertain terms. He said he didn't want it, he didn't need it. He can fight whoever he want to fight, whenever he want to fight, and he don't need to pay the extra sanction fees for the super title. So the WBA sent out a letter and said that Tank is the only champion for the WBA. So his status and his belt never changed. It's always been the world championship belt. He fought it. He won it in the ring. He didn't get emailed a belt. They tried that shit, and he canceled it. So that's where it is.
Tried to give him a pride belt, right?
Say again.
They tried to give him a Juneteenth pride belt, right? This recent fight.
Didn't they get that same belt? Hey Thomas, didn't they get that same belt to Gary Russell?
That's the WBC did the Juneteenth belt thing.
Right. That's okay.
That freedom belt thing. I don't know.
I like that. I like that.
They gave it to the wrestlers.
Well, don't the damn belt got Tank name on it?
Yes. Don't worry about that WBC Juneteenth belt. It's another belt
I know
hanging
what it
in
is.
Coach Calvin's closet.
I know what it is. I'm just saying the way the WBC, the way they just supposed it when Tank didn't want the belt, and then next thing you know they gave that shit to Gary Russell. They had to give it to somebody. I was crying.
But
they gave it to Gary Russell.
Yeah, that Juneteenth belt that with the shackles and chains and shit on it. They gave that joint to Gary Russell. It was supposed to give it to Tank, but when he said I ain't paying for that, I believe it has his name on it. It has Tank's name on it. So
Mauricio Sulaiman said no franchise fees with that. No sanctioning fees with that belt.
Hold on, let me say this real quick. What you saying? I appreciate you coming in, brother. Big Dre, you came in. You gave us some of the most calm, cool, collective propaganda ever, and I appreciate it. You my brother.
Really, dog.
But I'll say this, man. I'm about to get everybody their burning desires, man, because the Rise podcast is about to come on.
Yeah, real quick, BBO.
Go ahead.
I want Boxing Scholar to be able to say his piece because he jumped
off.
He
gonna end the show. I'm gonna put him on the big screen. Go ahead. Go ahead. Let me put him on the big screen.
He wanted to clear his Lennox Lewis thing up, so let him.
So when I looked it up, it said Lennox Lewis fought for undisputed against Evander Holyfield, and he definitely fought for the WBA title. I don't know, like it didn't specify anything. It recognized him as an undisputed champion. So I mean, the whole argument was Lennox Lewis wasn't undisputed because of the super title. I didn't see anything about that. So no, yes, Lennox Lewis was undisputed. As a matter of fact, he was the last undisputed heavyweight because later on we would get the Klitschko's and they didn't fight each other because they were brothers and then a whole bunch of politics. So we finally got the undisputed title heavyweight in like 20-something years. So yes, Lennox Lewis was the last undisputed heavyweight champion. But that's neither here nor there. We have never ever seen Tank Davis in a 50-50 fight. We'd be like, man, this guy could beat him. When I heard people picking Frank Martin, bro, it was like a participation trophy pick. They would be like, hey, I think that Tank Davis gonna win, but you can't sleep on Frank Martin. What the fuck does that mean?
It means that Frank had
50 fight. I seen Tank Davis.
Go ahead, Big.
Was against Pedraza. At that time, that was a 50-50 fight. Nobody knew how Tank Davis would want to perform in it. That was his first championship fight.
He was 21.
7 years later.
Years later.
Hold on, let Big Dre go. Keyshawn stopped him. Go ahead, Big Dre. Go ahead, Big Dre.
At that time, that was the last 50-50 fight Tank Davis was in.
Santos.
Okay.
And Shakur is Puerto Rican. I got the evidence up. If you guys who've been asking me why I keep calling it Puerto Rican star, I got the evidence up now. Go ahead, my bad, Big Dre.
And we taking them. I don't care.
So quick question. Everybody on this panel had Tank knocking out Barrios. Nobody thought Barrios was gonna beat him?
Yeah, we all had Barrios.
I had Tank. Yes. I had Tank.
We all had Tank, bro. Stop playing.
I'm just asking a question. I didn't know y'all that.
I'm not saying it wasn't a tough fight for him, but going in to answer the question, going into the fight, I didn't believe that he would beat Tank. No.
Okay.
He's never been in a tough fight in his life, man.
Okay.
Actually, that win is aging very well for Gervonta, I might say.
Yeah. But he's never been Tank hasn't had a tough fight yet, man.
Okay.
None of these niggas have, dog.
Hey,
Nice
Jose
little paper
Pedraza
fight.
was his best fight, and Jose was dead at fucking 130, bro. He moved up his very next fight. He was killing himself to make that goddamn weight. And we all know how Tank do rehydration and catch weight.
That's great. Why are you doing it
Why
like
why
this?
you
gonna
blaming
lie
that on
like
Bro,
Tank?
I
that,
have
bro?
never seen somebody that talented need every fucking advantage in the world, bro. You're going into fights that we know you're going to win, and this motherfucker like, well, you can't hit me anywhere that's above the neck. What?
Let me
What?
ask you a question. Do you be talking about Canelo? Because Canelo got the most hydration clauses and catch weights in boxing history, but I don't never hear y'all say that. Tank has only put 2 fighters under that, and both those fighters never weighed in at 135. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
So,
I
let me
fucking
check.
hate Canelo.
Go
I
ahead.
fucking hate Canelo. So
Hold on.
Can I tell you the
Go
difference,
ahead.
bro? Can I tell you
Go
the
ahead.
difference? The difference is Canelo has undisputed in his respective weight class. You know what I mean? You can say what you want about it, but he has it. And Tank, all he had to do was check his email. He got a notification, and he got his fucking belt.
You can keep spreading lies all
Hey,
you
look,
want to,
hold
man.
on, BBL. The Rise podcast is about to come on. You got some last words?
Hey, all I'm
Talk.
gonna say is D for the win. I don't know if D for the win is black, but he been going in on black guys all day. I don't
Hey,
like
D
it.
for the win was
I think it's
cooking.
wrong.
nah,
But
D,
Yeah, he
salute
was
to
D for the
everybody.
one got me in tears in the
I'm
comments.
all
I
right.
don't even
I'm all
gonna
right
hold
with
you.
D for the win. He was all right with me.
I mean, I just like to tell the truth. And this is one last little truth I'm gonna leave y'all with that nobody wants to pay attention to. Ever since Tank got away from Floyd, and you start that off with Ryan, just keep it going from then on. Look at everything he's done moving forward. He's telling you what he's gonna do. Y'all talking about killing him for fighting Frank like he ain't been out the ring for 15 months, but that's neither here nor there. And you would have killed him if it wasn't Frank, because you'd have said he wouldn't have fought a black guy too. Whichever way, one thing I realize is Tank ain't pleasing none of you niggas because y'all have a different set of standards for
Oh, we
Tank
niggas
than
now?
your own favorite fighters. He's never gonna
Whoa.
please you because you got a
We
different
niggas
set of
now. D for
standards
the
for
win.
him.
Okay, we niggas now, man. On that note,
you
D
the
for the
API
win. He said we
Bro,
all
we all
niggas,
black, bro.
man.
Chill out with that shit.
We niggas now. And we gone, y'all. We niggas now because
Peace.
D for the win. Thank you. I
BBO half
appreciate you.
Mexican. Yay!
Yeah, we really boxing. We wanted to.
For our viewers who don't know, tell them who the original man. The original man's he added. Like he's the maker. He's the cream control my earth. He's father of civilization and God of this universe, Sarit. And there's only one God.